Hey guys, what's going on? When working as a photographer or working with actors as a director, it's really important to know what it is like to be the talent, to be the person in front of the camera, to make that relationship easy. And that's what we're going to be doing today, because in this video I'm going to be getting in front of the camera and we're going to be doing some self-portraits. Let's get into it. So, there's a couple of different options that you can go with when doing self-portraits, and it all depends on what vibe you're going for, what style you're going for. The easiest one is to stand in front of a mirror or a reflection of some kind and take a photo through the camera just like that, and the image that's going to come out of it is the camera in front of your face. Now this is great for photographers who want to do self-portraits but aren't very confident in front of the camera, who may feel like conscious about their looks. That's a great option for people like that because your full face is covered by the camera. You can also do one where if you feel like this isn't covering enough of your face, you can hold it out there and it's covering a bit more. Or this works particularly if you've got like a brimmed hat, like a baseball cap or something. This works if you've got a flip out screen on your camera. Look down, have the peak covering your face and look through the camera there like that. However, the other one is by setting a timer on your camera. You set up the shot, you make sure it looks good, you click the shutter, you run into position in the time frame that the timer gives you, and then the photo gets taken. Make sure you stand still when the shutter goes off, and those are the ones that we're going to do today. Alright, so before we get started, the big question is, how do you actually get the shutter speed to work on your camera? Now I'm using the Canon EOS RP, so this might be different depending on what camera you're using. However, for me and for anyone else who is using the Canon EOS RP, first off you make sure you're in a photography setting on your camera, then you click this manual function button and that'll open this screen here, and then from there you scroll along to the right setting, which is this one here, and then you scroll through the different settings, and there's a couple different settings. There's single shot there, then there's two different burst shot modes. One is high and one is standard. Then you've got the timers after that, and there's a 10-second timer, there's a 2-second timer, and there's a double one where it's a 10-second timer, and then after that 2 photos are taken. And wait for that to focus on me. Hello there. And we're going to be using those settings on this camera to get the desired effect. So I'm going to be flexing my modeling muscles, the minimal modeling muscles that I have, and I'm going to be taking photos of myself sat down, stood up, close-ups, wide shots, stuff like that. I'm going to be talking you through it on that lens on this camera. So yeah, this is going to be a really interesting experience for me because I'm not used to modeling, and luckily there's no one around to cringe at me for everything that I'm doing. However, there's no one to tell me that I'm doing good either, so this is going to be a really interesting experience for me. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's get to it. Let's go! Alright, so I've got the camera set up, and it's weird because I'm looking over there and I'm seeing me, I'm looking over here and I'm seeing me, and I don't like it. I've got the camera set up. I'm using the spare bedroom window as the light source for this because I'm not worrying too much about lighting at the moment, purely because I'm wanting to get these photos done nice and fast, just so I'm getting used to taking photos of myself more so than, and then next time I do this, I'll focus more on lighting and stuff like that. So I'm going to set you down, I'll put you down like here or something so you can see what we're doing, and then we'll get to it. So yeah, let's go do that. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, disgusting. Disgusting. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure the focus is right, putting something on the floor so I know where to stand. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, just looks like I'm sniffing my armpit there, doesn't it? I'm cringing at myself, don't worry. You're allowed to cringe, I'm cringing too. So let's try some portrait ones instead of landscape ones. So I'm going to be a little bit closer here. Yeah. turning out pretty good. These are turning out pretty good. I'm still pretty sure I'm doing a pretty cringy job at modelling, but like they're actually looking like professional headshots, which like I'm not too upset about at all. I'm not upset about at all. For those who are wondering about the specifics, at the moment I'm shooting, shutter speed is at 1/60, f-stop is 2.5, and my ISO is 160. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with these so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the same outfit, but I'm going to put on some boots on my feet, I'm going to put my leather jacket on, and I'm going to head outside. I'm going to take some photos outside. Right, let's go. Alright, so the next one that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be going outside and using that brick wall, the similar location to the shots that I took of Rach in last week's video. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And I'm going to be going for like more of like a more rugged, less modelly, and more like straight out of the apocalypse kind of a vibe going on is the aim. I'm going to be sat down, I'm going to be leaning against the wall, I'm going to be interacting with my environment a bit more on this one. So yeah, let's go do that. Alright, so the next one that we're going to be doing is I'm going to need to be using the miniature tripod that you were currently on. So I'm not going to be able to record myself doing this one, but well, I'll just show you how that looks now. The aim is be like stomping on the camera, so maybe up here and do that one where like I'm over and like the wind's blowing like the jacket out a little bit maybe. So I might like throw it out as I lift my leg up and try and do that. However, I'm going to need to do it with a specific leg because on one of my boots it's coming apart a little bit. So like if you look here, I'm not sure if you can see that because I can't see what the screen is showing you, but my boot has pretty much come apart, so I'm not going to be able to do that. And we're back in the studio now. We're back in the studio, and this is what all the photos look like together. There's some that I'm really proud of, there's some that I'm really not proud of in the slightest. Like those last ones with the boot, just don't think they looked really good, to be honest. So yeah, so what did you guys think is the question that I'm wanting to ask. Oh, one sec. There we go, that's better. It makes the room feel a bit warmer, doesn't it? Before, it was just cold, and now it's feeling a bit warmer. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of the photos. Let me know which one's your favourite, and let me know which ones you think didn't work in the slightest. Please let me know. That's what this channel's all about, is to make me better, and if I don't come out of it knowing what doesn't work, I'm not gonna get better. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Feel free to like and share and subscribe and all of that lovely stuff, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!